Always bring it back. Keeping tabs. I'ma fly first class. Please don't touch my rap.
Don't step on my Ralph Simmons. Don't step on my Ralph Simmons. Do you know how much I'm spending? My closet is worth about $1 million. To the little out the runway. Then the kitchen. Ralph Simmons. All kind of crazy colors. Living color. Left wrist. Jello my sweater. Mama told me never settle. Ralph Simmons, don't lace them. Got your wanna.
Huh? Wait. Don't wanna talk about the paper. I swear they got these behaviors. They be hating, I feel out of. Live in cul-de-sac, don't get along. Move right with my neighbors. Diamonds on my neck and roll it on. Now I later got underbit flavors.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Deshaun Watson's Texans going up against Dalton's Bengals.
Larry, we are in the place the folks here call the Jungle, and that's Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. There's the rookie from Texas, Deontay Foreman. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Lamar Miller. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They keep it with Miller on first down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Watson hands this to Foreman. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 47, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Again, it's Foreman. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here now, Shane Leckler, 41-year-old punter, to kick it away. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Taken in at the 11. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Three and a half to go, first quarter. Now the rookie from Oklahoma, it's Joe Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals.
Middle of the field. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably...
Because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd.
Let's go.
To throw is Watson. And some room to work. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 15-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. So they're operating in the red zone. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Texans coming up on 1st and goal. Remember, last year they struggled to rush the ball in the end zone. Only 8 touchdowns on the ground. 2nd fewest in the league. They'll go with Foreman. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Now, I can't imagine any celebrations being any bigger than your first NFL touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Dancing to his left, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And they'll get him down up past the 15. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
One way to get recognition, partner. Make some big plays. Bernardrick McKinney was the only player in the NFL last year with at least 100 tackles and 5 or more sacks. It's a big, long linebacker in the middle, but boy, does he have the ability to bend and make plays.
And now to the air, Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals are in for 6. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. Got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Bullock out now to kick this one away. Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A run by Foreman to start the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
For me, that was an example of why offensive linemen might want rearview mirrors at times, because you have your assignments to block, but if you can see what's going on in the backfield and maybe the guy carrying the ball is headed in another direction, you might change what you do up front. But if they can't see that and he's not in sync with what they're doing up front, well, this is when you end up with plays like this. A bad one for the offense, a really good one for the defense.
Faking the give. Now Watson. It's hauled in by Ellington. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. From the 50, it's Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go! Try 38!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow, and this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And the grab by Croft. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's Dalton, and nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception, almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Dalton gives to Bernard. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. They set up the screen to Hill. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now the left-footed punter in his 9th year, Kevin Huber, on to kick. Back deep for the Texans, Will Fuller. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
To throw on second is Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go!
Out of the gun, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded at the 20. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. And it's good to make it 14-0. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now out comes Houston. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
They run again with Foreman. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They're going for it. It's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Griffin. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's an 8-yard pickup, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Watson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as go in this first half of action. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores. If the running game worked in that situation, I would continue to go in that direction.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So we've reached half. Now, you folks don't know what you're missing. Missing Larry Ridley. Ready to get back, though, to this Week 2 matchup. Let's get to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Returning it, John Ross. And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down right at the line of scrimmage. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Play action now, Dalton. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. They'll run it here with Bernard. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up fourth down.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Let's go! What? None!
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Ohio! Let's go! What? None! Let's go!
They'll run with Foreman, and he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here we go! 51
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there, a 22.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Foreman. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson. That is caught inside the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. Watson now to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
They'll let the power game take over with Crouch. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 38. Let's go.
Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans cut into that lead. And it's 17-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
Game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And Mixon hit, and the ball is out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Andy Dalton. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. After the interception, here's Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now Watson to throw on 2nd down. His throw incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Texans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now he steps away. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Now the backup Savage. Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Savage. Caught. It's Ellington. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Leopard. Leopard.
Play action. It's Savage. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Bernard. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On 3rd down, Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 23 yards on the play. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Fresh set of downs here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. And the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Cincinnati, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.